Um, I I'm having a day. It's a little hot, a little
It's
too hot
just,
for me.
it's high as swamp ass is what it is.
Swamp ass? Is that what
Swamp
you just
ass.
said?
It's just like, yeah, it's just
You just
uncomfortable. It's just swamp ass heat. That's just what it is. Everybody just walk around like it's just swamp and it's just moisture and it's just a lot.
that description is disgusting,
But that's what it's
but I guess
accurate.
it's accurate. Yeah, it's
Girl, you
not.
go on this subway, you just
It's not just the heat; it's the humidity.
it's so hot and it's so humid that it's at that point. If somebody starts some shit on the subway, everybody's
Oh.
irritated.
Well,
It's
that's
like, it's
why
too
I'm glad.
hot.
That's why I'm glad they got the new like timers. Like you can see when the train is coming outside of the platform.
True shit.
Because I don't go down there until it says the train is coming in like 2
Well,
minutes.
okay, but that also depends on what station you're at. Because if it say 2 minutes, it'll go from 2 to 0 real quick on your
right,
ass.
right. That's true.
So,
that's true.
Mama, know where you at.
But
That's some New York City living shit right
yeah,
there.
Depending, you got to gauge it. It's either 3, 2, 4, 1. Depending on what it is, you just got to time it out.
That's true. That's true. That's
because
true.
nobody wants to just sit on a hot platform
Not like just baking like a potato.
and cook. Is what I was thinking. Absolutely. You ready to get started?
Let's get started, baby.
All right, here we go. This is Brunch, Blaze, and Ballot,
Where we eat, elevate, and talk about
media trends from the past,
the present,
and the future.
from a Black perspective.
I'm your host, Roger Turner,
And I'm your host, Alexis Bertrand.
so sit back
Spark up
and let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Alexis.
Hey, Roger, baby. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, my God. I'm good. You just make me so much joy just sitting down with your ass. You're my favorite damn people. God damn it. I just love
You're
you.
my favorite people.
Oh, shit.
How was your brunch?
Oh, my God. Brunch was so tasty.
Yeah, what you had?
Yeah, okay. I did have some grits. I feel like now when I eat grits, I feel like I'm cheating on you because
It's fine. You
it
can
is
eat
so
grits other
good.
places.
I know it was all right. So I was like, but it was my grits. I was like, ooh, but they're not Roger's grits.
It's okay.
It was all right. So I just had some grits and some eggs and some bacon. Like I was just in a mood, for some grits. But
I'm
they
glad
were
you.
okay.
I'm glad you were able to get your grits. I'm glad you were able to
What
get
about you? What you eat?
I recently went to, oh my gosh, I want to remember the name of it. Mango Bay, I think it's called.
Mango Bay. I got a cousin named Mango Bay.
You don't have a cousin named Mango Bay.
I don't.
Shut it up. Shut it up right now.
I got a friend named Mango Bay. She owns
yeah, I just had brunch at this place called Mango Bay recently.
Okay.
This place has changed hands like a couple of times,
Mhm.
and it's always been a Black-owned restaurant, but it's under new management. It's a Caribbean cuisine.
Come on, Caribbean.
It was great.
It sounds great.
It was delicious. There's some really great
A Brooklyn
restaurants.
spot, yes?
Yeah, well, Fort Greene, Brooklyn, yes.
Okay,
There's
let's
some
go.
really great restaurants in Fort Greene, Brooklyn.
Always.
Like near
That's true.
Fort Greene Park, so good. But yeah, that's what I had for brunch. On a scale of 1 to 10, how high are you?
I'm gonna go 7. A 7. I'm going 7.
7.
I'm going 7.
A 7. She's cute. You
She's
chewing that
cute.
7. I wish y'all could see him.
You chewing that 7.
I wish y'all could see him chewing his mouth as he says 7. I am at a 6.5.
Oh, that's cute too. Come
I'm
on,
right behind you, but
right
it's climbing.
there.
It's gonna get up
you
here.
Head up there.
You want to tell the people what we're talking about today?
So yes, okay, excited because you're gonna tell them in a second, but we just got finished talking to a friend, right? And
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod, friend of the pod. And we've kind of been circling this topic for a while now. We've been thinking about really the portrayal of like just masculinity, what that looks like, what that looks like through the media, the TV, and the movies that we watch. And we've kind of been circling around this, and we'll get to this when you do when you get on, you start talking in a little bit. But after having conversation with this person, we were just talking about just kind of like love and just like what that looks like, what that feels like. I'm thinking particularly because the world is on fire. It's a hot ass mess. And I know.
And yet love still exists.
And yet love still exists, and right there, right? And so that's where we got into this conversation of like love can really take all of these forms. It can show up when it's in the best of circumstances, in the worst of circumstances, in the craziest of circumstances, love like still exists. And there are just some really great films that I think speak to all the different variants in presentations of love, because there's not just one love story. There's multiple. I mean, love, yes, it's the one true thing, but the way it shows up in so many different ways. And I think right now we could use a little love fest right now.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna talk love today. So I feel like the title of this episode, I've been mulling it over. What you feel about love on top?
I'm okay with a Beyonce song title.
What? Can we do that? Can we get away with that?
Love on top. We
on top.
We can get away with that.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So, okay. So, well, I thought you wanted to talk about.
Oh,
can we mention that?
So,
now?
Well, yes, I will talk about it right now.
Okay.
Jeez, someone's been itching to give away the little surprise. So before we get into our conversation about love stories or love movies dealing with love stories, there's a new love story, new movie that's coming out called Love, Brooklyn. And we had an interview with one of the movie's star and executive producer, André Holland. So we're going to take a break and we're going to let you hear that interview. We had a great time.
It was so cool.
And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Be right back. I'm Roger, and this is my co-host, Alexis.
Hey, how you doing?
I want you to know that we both saw the movie, and I really love this movie.
Like for real? Like serious?
It was really refreshing to see Black people portrayed this way, just living their life and being normal. One of the first things I wanted to ask you was, this is a love story it's a story that's about love and it's about grief. And that the movie holds this balance of love and grief so beautifully.
Yes.
And it also made me think how they're so intertwined. And it left me asking myself, how are grief and love intertwined and how they're interdependent? How would you answer that question?
What a great question. And thank you for watching the movie and for the support and for the kind words about it, man. I really, really, really appreciate it. I think that what it brings up for me is that it's kind of like the relationship between like comedy and tragedy, and that they're just like opposite sides of the same coin. I'm thinking about like, this is a non sequitur, but it's connected, I promise. Like a few years ago, I lost my father. And those two things were the most prominent feelings, the love and the grief. And sometimes it felt as if, it was hard to distinguish which one was which at times. They're kind of like bound up together, I think. And that's one of the things that we were hoping to accomplish with the movie, is that that things feel, bound up in that way, and like difficult to distinguish, which I think is a part of what Roger is wrestling with. It's like, he's got all these complicated feelings and he's not able to like pull them apart and really make sense of them individually. It's all just so I think even a character says it's all so tangled,
Mission accomplished. You definitely tangled those. It was kind of hard hearing my name over and over again in a movie. Can you hear me?
I hear you, yes.
Okay, we can't hear you.
Oh,
all
no.
right, so hopefully this is recording. I'm going to ask my next question.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to keep going. Our next question. Okay.
Could I ask a question?
So yeah, keep asking your question and then we'll close out.
Okay, yes. So again, refreshing to see a straight Black character portrayed in this way with the warmth and the connection and the tenderness. Was that tenderness something that was already on the page, or was that something that you brought out of the portrayal of that character?
That's a good question. I think that for me, I wanted to bring that out. There was some of it on the page already, but it wasn't there in as clear a way as I wanted it to be. So I really tried to lean into that softness, that vulnerability, the confusion. I think part of it too is that Roger on the page wasn't a very likable character. He's like kind of between these two places and being a little messy at times. And while I wanted that to be true, but also at the same time, let him be tender and like a person who's trying to figure things out. So yeah, so there was some there, but then a whole lot that we added.
I feel the emotion as you are answering that question.
Same.
We could not hear a word that you were saying, but hopefully we're going to listen back to it and play back. I love that you're rolling with us along the way. So Rachel Holder is known for her television work, and this is her cinematic debut as a director. Can you talk to us about what that experience was working with her, creating this film and coming down that road?
Yeah, this was Rachel's first movie, her first feature, and she and I spent a lot of time together thinking about the movie and working on the movie. It's tricky when you're doing your first thing. I think you need a lot of support, and we tried as producers and as cast to be supportive of Rachel. I think Nicole Bahari and DeWanda and the whole cast were just really doing our very best to make sure that we gave her the best that we had to offer, because obviously we wanted to see her do well and succeed, and wanted the movie to succeed. Actors and directors don't always agree on everything, and so we had our moments where we kind of went we got a little crossways about some things, but largely we stayed on the same page and managed to make a movie that feels good. And I think like there's such a thing, I think, especially in like Black culture, of like antagonistic cooperation or antagonistic collaboration, where like we don't always get along necessarily, but we are all committed to making the very best thing that we can make. And that might mean that sometimes you disagree. So I think we found a way of like, agreeing some of the time, disagreeing some of the time, but like ultimately keeping our eyes focused on making the best movie that we could.
Thank you so much. Thank you for answering all of our questions. This is a great experience to be able to have this talk with you.
Absolutely.
So I believe in my research that you read this script like 6 years ago. And from 6 years ago until now, it took that long to like get this film made. Can you talk to us about that journey?
Oops, sorry, I muted myself on accident. Yeah, it was a long journey. We started working on it. It first came to me, like you said, about 6 years ago or 7 years ago. And at first there was no cast attached to it, or there was one actor attached to it, but that person fell out for scheduling reasons. There was no money, attached to it. But I really wanted to make it, and I really wanted to have the chance to play this part. And so what that meant was that me and my partners at my production company went out along with our other partners and just worked our butts off to try and raise the funds to get it done. And it was hard. And there were days all the way up to the very end of production where we thought, man, I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. But we stayed the course, we fought the fight, and we made it through. So.
Well, we're so glad that it's here now, because I'm really excited about everyone. I'll be at Black Star Film Festival this weekend when it premieres, so I can't wait to see the reaction. So we only have about 5 minutes left. So Love Brooklyn is opening in New York on August 29th, and then nationwide on September 5th. You're also performing off Broadway at the same time.
Yeah, that's wild.
You are going to be really, really busy. Can you tell us what's next for you that's happening besides?
Yeah, definitely. So the play that I'm doing is called Brother Size, and it was written by Terrell McCraney, who wrote Moonlight, or co-wrote Moonlight with Barry. So Terrell and I go back like many, many years. We started doing theater together when we were basically kids right out of grad school. And we're going to do the play at the Shed Theater in New York. We're going to run it for the month of September. And then, the Love Brooklyn's coming out at the end of August. Then I got another movie called The Dutchman that should be coming out, sometime in the early fall too. So it's going to be a busy little season. And I'm also going to start a fellowship at Harvard in the fall, where I'm developing a new project there. So it's gonna be a busy time, but it's all things that I'm really excited about and passionate about. And I hope y'all get a chance to come and see Brother Size. It's a really, really special play. I did it once and I played the young guy. Now I'm coming back and playing the old dude. So it'll be an experience for me and hopefully one that people will like.
Awesome. Thank you so
That
much.
all sounds like some positive stuff coming out there, right?
It's definitely a bunch of positive stuff.
I'm good stuff coming up.
I'm ready for all of it that you
Like,
just.
seriously.
I'm gonna hear about it later. So I want to close out by saying, as a Brooklyn native, thank you so much for writing this love letter to Brooklyn. It's definitely a beautiful representation. You literally rode your bike past my family's house like 3 times. during the filming of this movie. So I really enjoyed this love letter. I wish you all the best. I can't wait to see this open, and thank you for taking some time out with us today.
Seriously, it meant the world. Seriously.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, and we're back. I hope you enjoyed that.
I had a good time. We had a few technical difficulties, but we got through it.
We got through it. And he was
really
just
good.
a gentleman and a scholar and just great. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So much fun.
So here we are to share our fabulous picks for just great love stories.
Great love stories are our favorites. And I think they range in different tones, right?
Yeah, they do. I do, because it's like, what am I feeling right now? What is really speaking to me? Because I think what's really interesting around this genre, it makes me think of, not like I want to compare love and horror, but sometimes I know you don't do that genre, but sometimes, like, for those who are enthusiasts like myself, sometimes I want like what's called the haunted horror, like they did with the ghosts and the spirits. It's all lighting and stuff. And sometimes I just want like the hack and slash, or if I'm watching an action film, sometimes I want a little bit of acting in it and I want things to blow up. Sometimes I think that's why people love like Fast and Furious. I just want to see cars moving fast, right? So I think the same thing with love stories. I think they can be compelling and told in so many different ways and told on so many different landscapes. Like right now, I'm like, what are the top 5 ones that are speaking to me now?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
For me, I went through like, what are the love stories that I really enjoyed that I like to go. I picked like 5 things that I knew I would like to go back to.
Same.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so like this is my goal. I always get joy from watching this.
Yeah, these are movies that I'm like, I will watch this again, and I'll watch it again. So I told you about my husband and I's ritual. Like,
what's the ritual?
Before bed, because we both need to like wind down.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't need a lot of like harsh stuff to watch, but we will binge watch Heartstoppers before bed over and over. It plays. Yeah.
Oh
Heartstoppers.
God.
We will watch an episode or 2 of Heartstoppers and then go to bed.
And then just go to bed. I love that.
That's
We might want to change ours because
What do y'all go to bed to?
The Office.
Listen, it used to be Grey's Anatomy.
What? God, that's heavy as shit. Wow.
Exactly. We stopped
Wow.
because I was like, honey, she's being chased by a rapist in a hospital on fire. Can we can we watch something else?
Can we not?
I'm not
do this?
gonna be able to go to sleep. But yeah, so we kind of love stories at our house. So
I love that.
You wanna?
So I'll kick it off.
Yeah,
All right. So
what you
my
got?
top 5, my 5th one that I want to announce is one I thought it'd be interesting because I was very adamant about not watching this goddamn movie. But you were watching it and you said, "Look, it's really, really nice for what it is." And I'm gonna go ahead and put on the table Fire Island, the 2022.
It was good.
Honestly,
it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie.
To the point where I'm
glad you
finding
put this on
myself
here.
going back to it. It's so fun. It reminds me of, and yes, I think I get locked. I don't want to say locked in. It is important to me. Maybe it's just where I'm at in my life when I see particularly queer movies, and especially when the narrative is around joy and fun and exploration, that I want to see someone that looks like me. I want to see Black queerness also in their joy, also in their freedom, also in their discovery. And when I don't, it's like I almost think that the story can't be authentic and the story can't be great. and it can. I think it is just because of my own shit around like the lack of representation for so many years, for so long, right? And I'm like, and I don't discredit that. I'm just saying I didn't give this movie a shot because I instantly didn't see myself in here. However, visually I didn't see myself. I thought it was really cute that for like the young 20-somethings, like it makes this place, it's really digestible. It's really cute. It has some heart. It gives you layers. It's really fun and it's sexy in moments. Like let them have a little cute, little happy, weird, are they going to come together? Are they not? Am I going to find anything while I'm here or I'm not? It's just cute.
And it does deal with some themes that are kind of universal in like a queer community.
Yeah.
It's like, as queer men, sometimes we will fetishize like other people's looks.
Absolutely.
And I think we do that. I think somebody, I can't remember, one of the actors from Noah's Ark talked about this, that sometimes as queer audiences, we fetishize the media that we want to see, and that if we're not attracted to who's in the movie that we want to see, then we won't watch it.
Right.
And so I've been trying to like open up. Hearing that, I've always been trying to like, one, decolonize my attraction, like because we were, as just queer Black men, we are programmed at a young age through media what is supposed to be attractive and what's not supposed to be attractive. So one, I try to decolonize my attraction, and two, try to broaden my perspective on media of things that I want to take.
Same. I think I'm there too.
And I think it was one of the themes in this Fire Island thing about feeling invisible in the larger community.
Yeah, that was
because
real.
you don't fit the atypical type of what they believe is a 10 or what it's supposed to be. So
that was really well done. I like that part.
That was very well done, along with, your friendship dynamic. Everybody's got that one friend that be doing too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
Right.
I love that one.
I loved it.
What you got? Number 5.
So I got Rye Lane.
Yeah, tell me about this one. I have not seen this one, and I can't. You talked about this. You mentioned this before, but not in depth.
You can find Rye, as in the bread, Rye Lane, on Tubi and possibly Disney Plus, because it's a Hulu property or a Disney property.
Gotcha.
But it follows two Black British young people living in London, and they just happen to stumble upon. My tongue doesn't want to work. I guess I'm a 7 now.
You're okay. You're climbing, baby.
Two young people that meet each other in a gender-neutral bathroom. This young man, this young woman, they are in opposite toilets next to each other, stalls next to each other, and this young man is in the stall crying. And she asks him why he's crying. And then it's funny, it's quirky, it's sweet, it's heartwarming. It's this really great modern love story around like an unconventional way of these two people meeting, and it's really sweet.
I like that unconventional way of meeting. I think those are those are cute love stories I like.
I love it.
Oh, Rye Lane. I'm gonna check it out.
Rye Lane, very good.
What you got? I'm going straight up old school on this one here. This is me when it's one of my favorite unrequited love stories.
Okay.
Or stories around being, unrequited. It just never lined up. It's a whole diva-tude moment. It's my almost when I'm sick and I just want to eat ice cream and watch this. Okay. It's The Bodyguard.
Oh, The Bodyguard.
I love this because it's just it's simple, right? It's not like, and actually by extension, oh my God, I'm forgetting Diana Ross when she did oh my God.
Mahogany?
Mm-hmm. Yes, right. So growing up on that, I think I always had I love divas. I think I love a good Mariah Carey moment. I love a good when these heifers get in they bag and I need all the things to line up like this. I love Diane Carroll. I love all of that. And I think I've always loved this stupid ass movie, which it's sick, but of course has given us the greatest soundtrack ever. I will not debate anybody with that. You can meet me outside. But I just love this for Whitney. I loved it the time I got to grow up with this. And I just remember being a kid and, you know, she was one of my idols. So I'm a teenager looking at this larger than life artist play this larger than life actress and still struggling with love. I've always kind of loved that. I think that's kind of the cute little, I would say, regal gay boy in me. I just love that kind of love story. It is just, it's unrequited, and they're torn apart by different worlds that they live in. And I got to go off and still be a chart-topping artist, and I'm going to go off saving the world.
Say it again.
Chart-topping artist. Like, I live for that shit, man. It just warms my heart. Anyway, I love that. So that's me, Bodyguard. Take you all the way back.
Okay, so I want to go to a film that I caught back in like 2020. It was like, I feel like because it's that era of movies that came out during the pandemic, during the lockdown, that it didn't really get the shine that it deserved because it couldn't go to theaters.
Okay.
But it's a movie called Sylvie's Love. You could see it on Amazon. It's the Amazon original. It stars Tessa Thompson. I believe.
Oh, wait.
I believe Tessa was one of the producers. I'm not sure about that. But it co-stars, I don't want to massacre his name, Namdi Osamunga. Osamunga, who's a former NFL player and Kerry Washington's partner.
Oh.
Yeah, and he plays opposite. I haven't seen him in anything else, but he gave a beautiful performance in this movie.
Is this a tearjerker? Is this going to have me in my feelings?
Honey.
Is it?
Honey, it's going to drag your feelings, honey.
Shit.
It is this over a span of a couple decades back and forth, like love story between these two people that are doing their best to try to get it together. It's set in New York City in 1962. And there's just this black couple.
Oh yes, now I remember the trailer for it. It was gorgeously shot.
I believe her father owns a record store.
Yeah, I didn't watch this. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, and then this guy starts working in her father's record store, and and then this love affair starts to blossom over years, and like. It was just such a beautiful story. It's such a beautiful story.
I have to go check that out. Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that so much. Okay, switching number 3 here. Okay, this one here. Speaking of 2020, I'm going to go with Cicada. Did you watch Cicada?
Oh, yeah, I loved Cicada.
So the reason why I enjoyed this so much, and I don't think I've ever shared this here, is stereotypically when you see you get to like a queer love story and one of the queer people happens to be black, I often feel like the blackness is only there in like optics. They don't really address part of like any of the black or African American experience, or if the character is West Indian or Caribbean or something like that. Like they don't ever, it's like you just see them, you just see the interracial part of it, but you don't deal with any parts of that. And I feel like Cicada actually really tried to focus on some part of that, like, and which to me just contextualizes how difficult I would say it is. It's first of all, to do relationships in general is tough work. I think there's a very unique dynamic to those people who decide to engage in relationships where their social identifiers are not the same, particularly if we're talking about some of the big ones like race, religion, and things of that nature, right? Social economic status, I think some of the bigger ones. And this one here deals with that. And for someone who's in an interracial relationship, it's nice to see that it felt an equal amount of focus on both of these characters.
Without it being too preachy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it dealt with this whole idea of what closeted gay lifestyle, what it could look like now. It's very different from when I was introduced to people who were closeted growing up in church. Like I thought it was always connected to just church and religion, someone who was in the closet. And yes, that might be an overwhelming majority. I don't know the numbers. But in Cicada, it didn't like this person was closet for different reasons, right? They were closed off in the beginning for some very particular reasons that didn't necessarily have to do with anything with their relationship with God.
Right.
And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. That it's one of the ways that exhibits how heteronormativity lives all around us, not just in church.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
And
That's
even
a great way to
in
put it.
accepting well-meaning like families, there'll still be
Oh,
like
my God, yes.
this heteronormativity, this assumption that this is who you're supposed to be, that can keep people in the closet. But yeah, I loved that choice.
Oh, thank you.
Cicada was on my list of movies. If you guys go back, in the queer survival story,
That's where I got it
it's
from.
on my list.
I watched. Yes, yo, go back to that episode. There was another one. There's a few others that I watched from that list, but yes, you're absolutely right. That's exactly where I
tried to
got
stay away from all those movies on the ones that
I
we're
know,
talking
but
about
you was
now.
so good. I ain't watched them, but you ain't lying. That shit was so good.
It was good.
Okay,
yeah.
keep going.
So I lied because my next movie is Moonlight, and that was
Okay,
also
can we
on my
talk
list.
about this for
Moonlight?
a second?
Yeah, this
oh my
is.
God.
I love this. This non-traditional. I'm high.
You are, baby. You are
non-traditional look at a love story.
Yes.
Not just about their sexuality. It's like they didn't have like the happy like love story throughout the duration. It was a long road for them to get to where they got. Yeah, there was a lot of like back and forth, tug of war, pulling them apart and then bringing them back together.
Yes. It was all of those things. It was so pure. It was probably the most connected I felt to how someone understood things that I was wrestling with when I was trying to wrestle with my queer identity when I was a young kid. Like trying to really figure that out and wrap my brain around that as I'm trying to also wrestle with what does it mean for me to show up and be a man in the world. And I think the most powerful piece will always be when I believe the main character was talking to Andre's character, and I'm paraphrasing, but that whole part where, he kept seeking him out because he was the only person that ever touched him like in that way where it made him feel safe to feel vulnerable, to be vulnerable. And that, I think, is such a powerful thing, particularly for Black queer men.
Well,
be in a space where you can feel vulnerable.
I know plenty of Black straight men that love this movie because of how connected they felt to the ideas of being bullied because they did not fulfill the what was expected of them in masculinity and like the in some environments of boyhood, you're either the hunter or the hunted, and like having to like navigate that so you don't end up on the wrong side of that, and then what's lost in that, and like the softness that Black men have to give up just to be seemed worthy.
Yes.
I know a lot of straight Black men that really connect to this movie because of, what it's like to like have to boil a pot of water and put it in a tub so you can go take a bath, or like know that you kind of got to raise yourself now, or know like the one time that you lose your temper, you're now in the system. Like there's all of these different themes that really connect a lot.
Yes, and going back to the sexuality piece for it, it also unapologetically told the story of someone who it didn't make it about now you identify as gay, or you now identify as straight. It really goes down this path of I think it gets more into like demisexual territory or sapiosexual territory, where you're attracted to more than just physicality, like where you're looking for a connection that goes beyond something like that. And then for some men, it could just be, I'm still very much heterosexual. I just also happen to have these experiences over here. Like it just forgave all of that and just allowed these people to just be these people. I
love that it didn't really, even though it's, tracking this love between these two men, the movie didn't make the two men define themselves or it wasn't a coming out movie. It wasn't a coming of age movie. It wasn't that. It was a love story. It was about just this connection and this love between these two people, period. No matter, regardless of whatever else however they identify, these two people were always drawn back to each other.
Yeah. I love that. So I love that you shared this. So Moonlight was my number one, but the other one that I wanted to share is one that I actually just watched recently. And it's another throwback, and that's Waiting to Exhale.
Oh, come on, throwback.
and I love it because just kind of in the same vein of what we've been talking about, particularly around the portrayal of masculinity, right? Of Black masculinity. And I think about the characters and the men who showed up in that particular film.
Yeah.
And it was one of the first times where you really have the women leading the narrative, and all of the men who showed up in very rigid, traditional masculine ways were like the comedic relief of it. And those men who showed up to be vulnerable, to be warm, to be understanding, were elevated in a way, like, and it was allowing like these Black women to say, hey, this is the kind of man, right, we want to see more of. This is what gets it. This doesn't get this. You look like a clown to us.
Yeah, it helps that this story is written by a woman.
It kind of helps, right?
Terry McMillan was like, let's talk about what you think we're attracted to and what we actually are attracted to.
And it also deals with this idea of like self-love and finding yourself again through all whatever pains of life might take you, and taking risks again. And that's where I can relate to that, right? Even though this story is about 4 Black women in their own respective journeys, I found myself like I could identify with so many choices that a lot of these characters made.
And I love that the love story is not about the main love story is not about between a man and a woman or romantic love. It's this love that these 4 women share as friends.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the main love story. And I love a love story that is really about how much I love my friend.
I love my friend. Exactly.
Right. I love those stories.
Like it's do you have another?
Yes. So we've done 3, right? 1, 2, 3.
We've done 4. I've done 5. That's not 5.
You've done 5?
Yes, ma'am.
What are your 5?
So the first one was Fire Island. And then I did Bodyguard. And then I did oh shoot, I'm high. This is great. After Bodyguard, give me a second because it's on my list here. Oh, Cicada.
That's 4.
That's Cicada. And then you said Moonlight, which would have been my number 1, but Waiting to Exhale was my second one. So that's my 5.
Okay, so I have 2 more because I think
give me 2 more, girl.
Yeah, I've only done Rye Lane, Sylvie's Love, and Moonlight, right?
No.
Yeah. What else did I do? I just did those 3.
Okay, you just did those 3.
Okay, so I am going to talk about in like just a throw.
No, and you did. No, you're right.
Shut up. Yep. You high.
I'm high.
So yeah, there's this beautiful movie from 1962.
Girl, you give me a Clutch Pearl one, a throwback. What is this one?
And girl, it's got subtitles. So you know I love this movie. If it's got subtitles.
If you're watching subtitles, wow, I'm kind of impressed. What is this movie?
It is set in 1962, British Hong Kong. This is a very old film. It is called In the Mood for Love.
This sounds so cute. Not In the Mood for Love.
Yes, it's so sweet.
It's
literally like, it's complicated. It's like these 2 married people.
Oh, not married.
Yeah, these 2 married people. They're married to different other people. This woman is married to another man. This man is married to another woman. They both move into the same building around the same time. Well, there's a little bit of overlap. Like one's coming in before the other, but neither one of their partners are together. Are ever home. Both their spouses are always away. And there's like a little bit of a twist to the storyline that I don't want to give away that starts drawing them back together. But it is literally it is so it's so dense with like this warm feeling of like love and romance.
Okay.
It's a really romance dense movie.
Oh, a little longing.
Yes, the longing,
I like that.
the gazes into each other's eyes.
Oh, the gazes. That'll get you right there.
The
that
whisper
gaze.
and the tones and the voices and the colors and the shots. It's shot beautifully.
Okay.
The two
I'm
stars
in the mood
are
for
gorgeous.
love. Oh,
In the
gorgeous
mood-
signs.
in the
gorgeous.
In the mood for love.
In the mood for love. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we got a gorgeous cast. Come on, high
Yes.
cheekbones.
It was really beautiful.
I'm gonna watch that. In the mood for love.
And then my final one is Love Brooklyn. I really love Brooklyn.
This was real fucking good though. Like on some real talk.
Love Brooklyn isn't coming into the theaters. We saw the movie because we do that now. We've already screened the movie. We both really enjoyed it.
It was so damn good.
I really love movies that portray Black people just being people.
Yes,
you know
not oversharing, not over trying, not over performative.
Yeah, the script was written by a white man, and it didn't turn out. I believe one of the stars, Cassandra. Let me get her name right. Cassandra Freeman from Bel Air is in this movie.
Oh, she's in this. But she movie. Was a catalyst in getting it greenlit?
No, I believe at some point they filmed in her house for this movie.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of like friends and family that brought this movie together.
Gotcha.
André Holland knew Nicole Bahari and
André Holland.
André Holland is what I said, didn't I?
Yeah.
I am so high. André Holland
it's all good,
and
baby.
Nicole Bahari both know each other. He and Roy Wood Jr. go back for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
It was just like bring all these different people together. And so Cassandra Freeman is in this movie, and she talks about how the film isn't about like turning a white script into a Black script. It was like it's just a script, and and all we brought to the script was the culture.
Culture.
Period. Like this is all it is. Even though it was written for white people, the script still is relevant.
It's relevant. That's actually really cool. But it turned out to be a really great show. Great film.
I'm gonna take this for a second because my husband's calling. I'll just edit it out later. Hey, honey, we're in the studio. We're still recording. It's okay. I'll call you right back, okay? Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Sorry, I always pick up for my husband.
I know that's right.
We don't
pick up for your man.
I don't care what is happening.
You leave that in the episode. He picked up for his man. Y'all heard the podcast.
I don't care what's happening.
The husband called.
I'll pick up for that man.
Ain't nobody questioning shit over here.
Okay. But she talks about that, and I just love that about Love Brooklyn is that Black people just get to be.
Yeah.
There's radical honesty that's happening in this. Yeah. There's just DeWanda Wise, girl.
Oh my God. Okay.
She put her foot in that movie.
It's hilarious for no fucking reason. Like it was just, I think what I said to Andre was, like the way that masculinity was just portrayed in this film, all the characters felt accessible to me. I didn't feel like I was just kind of like peeping in. It felt very real. And even though I have lived in the city, I didn't get to say this to him. I lived in this, in New York City now this is my 20th year. Mm-hmm. Seeing how Brooklyn was portrayed through this film gave me like, wow, like a history lesson into something that I didn't live through. Like you literally lived through that era, through that time period, through that block. You get that energy. But I got to see a part of Brooklyn that I don't even, I didn't know. Right. And it was a great window into that. I loved it.
It literally is centered around like a neighborhood of Brooklyn that I was actually like born in.
That's wild. That's wild. It's so wild.
A lot of this Brooklyn is happening in like Fort Greene. Mm-hmm. And it is just every shot. I was like, oh, I've been there. Oh, I have family that lives there.
That's so cool.
Oh, yes, I know exactly where that bar is. We've eaten there. Like
That is so cool.
I love that. I love the shots. It was a really beautiful portrayal of Brooklyn itself.
Yeah, it really was.
And then part of the love story is a part about
you can tell it's a
too.
love letter to Brooklyn. It's just gorgeous, and I'm glad that you put this on the list because we did just watch this, and it's just a great film. It was easily digestible too. Like I felt like I walked away like I got it. It didn't feel simple, but it didn't feel overly complicated either.
It didn't dumb it down.
No, it didn't.
It didn't dumb it down,
and it didn't over sophisticate itself.
You know, I can't stand an exposition in a movie.
It drives you crazy.
It drives me crazy. Some people say yes, it's necessary sometimes, but it's not necessary all the time. They did not have to sit down and have a conversation and tell me everybody's backstory. It was there in the story. Like it was just there. You showed it to me.
Right.
And I really appreciate it. It was written really well.
Yeah.
So brunchers, if you guys have a great love story you want us to talk about, you can, go to the show information and go to the link that says send us a text. Yes. You can send us a text.
What's your go-to love story?
Tell us what your go-to love stories that you like to enjoy. What do you want to tell the people?
Well, I want to tell the people that while you are out there, be good or be good at it, baby.
And I want you to know that you are enough just as you are. Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.